Bonjour à tous, bonjour à tous. Dang nabbit, I said I wasn't gonna make another video for a while, but just a lot of stuff going on, and I guess there's no rest for me. You know, I don't make videos all the time, but this particular topic it really resonates with me. Because on this channel we tend to talk about ageism and the lack of respect from both the older and younger generations. So it ain't just the younger generations, the older ones too. So, I like to be fair and balanced and talk about, both sides, both sides of the spectrum. No offense to the white folks down here because y'all on the spectrum. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the situation that occurred in Dallas, Texas, where a 41-year-old black woman held the door open for a 20-year-old or 22-year-old. 20-year-old was her daughter. The 22-year-old black woman, and she didn't say thank you. So the 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson made a big deal about it, according to what was said, and then they got into like a argument, then the 22-year-old started following her and her daughter, her 20-year-old daughter, and push come to shove, the 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson is no longer here. You guys can read up on it. It's just like I've been telling you guys for years about these young folks. Like it's that community ain't nothing but a cult. Like I said, it's a cult. Nobody is mature in the black community. Not the elderly, not the young folks. I said a long time ago, this analogy from like dang near 20 years ago. Now I wouldn't go that far back, but it was like about 15, 16 years ago. I said an 80-year-old black woman and an 8-year-old girl are talking about the same thing. Who remembers me saying that? No, yeah, I've said that before. They act the same, like there's no maturity. Same thing with the men. You got these men in their damn late 40s and 50s, sometimes even 60s, up there trying to dress like young men, just like teenagers, and trying to relate to the young folks and trying to attract younger women, knowing damn well they can see that your ass is old, sir, and you need to go sit down somewhere. Nothing beats a two-piece suit, like 2-3-piece, whatever you want to call it, suit. A man just properly dressed, he's washed, he's clean, hair clean, teeth brushed. Because I'm sorry, but it seems like with y'all, I don't know what it is about the black dudes, especially down here, y'all breath stinks. It don't matter if y'all old or young, y'all breath stinks. Y'all stink. Like, that's probably why y'all and the white men get along so well down here, because y'all both stink. But I digress. But you just immature for no reason, and like, what do you get out of it? You see these people like throwing tantrums, like kids that's got issues and stuff, and it's really not necessary. It's really not needed. I guess I'll go through different segments to break this down in this video, because the title said ageism and common courtesy, so that's what I'm going to be breaking it down with. I first started experiencing ageism on my job at the age of 26, 27 years old, which is back in 2013. When I was working at my job at McDonald's, I was surrounded by like teenagers mostly, and they were very, very childish, and they didn't like me for some reason. That's been going on even up to my last job, because of the fact that a lot of these young girls tend to think that because of how I look or whatever, how I carry myself, that I'm supposed to be looking older than I am. Like, I turned 40 this year, and they all automatically assume that I'm supposed to be hunched over, humpback, with a cane, with gray hair. Like, that's how freaking retarded these young folks are. I'm not gonna just put it on the young girls. It's the guys too. They are just. That's why y'all get along so well. That's why I understand why these older black women be sweating these young dudes. They're not mature. I can understand getting you a young white boy, but these young black dudes, please don't waste your damn time with them. They're not mature at all. Better you get you a younger Asian guy. Don't even waste your time with these dudes, man. Like, they're not mature at all. And like, they gave me a hard time, and I often had to go run and hide sometimes. Like, it was just, they were just exhausting, and And it's worse enough, I think they're demons, which they are demons. And they just get on my damn nerves. I can't stand, everybody know, anybody who's subscribed to the channel, I'm like, y'all know I cannot stand teenagers. I don't feel nothing for teenagers. Something happened to a teenager, I'm like, oh well. Because most likely, they mouth always get them in trouble. Look at the situation that happened about a couple of months ago when a black dude unalived this white girl. I guess because he was arguing back and forth with the man that was driving the car. And you know how white women are. They're not going to shut their damn mouth. They have to get the last word. They got to run their damn mouth. Very similar to black women. And that's why a lot of black women are not here, because of their damn mouth. And that's why that young lady is not here, because I'm assuming she was running her mouth too, right along with the white guy in the passenger seat. In the driver's seat. Because, I've been living down here for damn near 40 years. I'm like, I know how these folks are. I'm like, if something happened, I know they're guilty. They are guilty. I don't see, now if it's a little bit small kid, but sometimes you got to watch them too. But I have no issues with the little white kids down here. They're more friendlier to me than black children for some reason. And like when something happened to the teenagers, I already know they probably was their mouth is always their mouth. Yeah. Just like they say black women who get on live because they mouth, which is true most of the time, but when they come to teenagers, it's probably more likely their mouth. But yeah, I did not stay there long at that job. I just had to go. Like, I don't like teenagers. I don't like people in their 20s either. Like, they're very immature and they fresh out of their teens, so they just immature. I don't like immature people. I don't care how old or young you are. I don't like immature, childish people. But yeah, up until my last job at Spirit Halloween, there was one particular white bitch. She's a Trump supporter, trailer trash. And the thing about it is the bitch just had a baby. Like, she looks like fat, poor white trash. Imagine me, if I had a baby, I wouldn't even look like that. But then again, when you married, when you're a white, poor white trash and you're poor, you're going to stay fat more likely. And when it comes to dating opportunities, it's either going to be old, poor, white trash, white dudes, or black men of any demographic. That's your level right there. That's the reason why you guys have a problem with me, because of the fact that with the way I look, I have options, but I choose not to go along with my options because, I'm not satisfied with the options that I have down here. But I can do way better than you can. That's why you white bitches have always had a problem with me. Along with black women who think I'm supposed to settle down for a black man. I don't want a black man. I don't like black men. Never have liked black men. Gross, okay? That's disgusting. So yeah, that's what I had to deal with, the ageism on the job. And I'm telling you, like, some of the things them young folks said to me at that job when I was working at Walmart. Oh my God. Giving me bad advice, telling me go sleep with some random guy. You're not getting any younger. Just go have a baby. Go have kids while you still can. The only reason why you single because you only like white men. You old as hell. I'm like, what? What the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I'm old as hell and I'm going to keep living. And it's a blessing that I'm going to be turning 40 this year. A lot of y'all are not here because of your fucking mouth. You'll never be 40 years old. A lot of y'all are not going to be 40 years old because a lot of y'all, just like this 22-year-old mental case whose mama was probably smoking and drinking while she was pregnant in conjunction with dealing with bad sperm, poor hygiene from herself, and that's what you get, a catastrophe known as this, walking amongst the earth. I don't argue or engage with those fools. Like, I really don't, because I held the door open for this one young girl. She didn't say nothing, so I threw the door back and let her catch it. So I'm not about to sit here and argue with these people because I know what they're capable of. They're not mentally well. But on the different side, black women, you need to stop trying to bully people into respecting you. Okay, the young lady didn't say thank you. Move on. I'm pretty sure if you held a door open for a white person and you live down south, which is the South, Dallas, I guess, is Texas a part of the South? Some people say it's not. I'm pretty sure you held the door open or spoken to a white person and they didn't say a word. They didn't say nothing. Probably just looked at you crazy and shit. I'm pretty sure you didn't try and correct them or put them in their place. Let me check them, give them a piece of my... No, y'all don't do that because this is how Southern black folks operate. Y'all only harbor this type of energy toward other black people. And you can get mad all you want to, but I'm telling it like it is. Y'all are slow to get angry when it comes to dealing with white people. Even sometimes with Hispanics, short little 5 foot tall ass fucking Mexican dude arguing with a damn 6'6'2" freaking black dude, and they got like 6 feet in between both of them arguing. I'm like, dude, just go whoop his ass. And that Mexican didn't show no fear because he knows that, yeah, you're more likely just gonna attack your own or hurt your own women, hurt children and shit. They already know how you operate. Yeah. And I said this a long time ago. Well, I was quoting a black chick from Shreveport. And she said the black people down here don't even talk back to white people. And she's absolutely right. And when I heard one of the black women call one of the white bitches at my last job racist, I'm like, really? And she tried to attack you too? That's, I was like, that person probably from out of state, because ain't no black person down here confronting white people about a damn thing. Absolutely not. The only person who really holds them accountable is me. That's all. Yeah, that's all. That I'm the only person that does that. I'm the only person that does that. But you need to stop trying to bully people into respecting you. I've already told you guys before about how I got confronted back in 2014 because my brother, who, you know, he has like mental issues, he made a face at a black girl because I guess he assumed she was looking at me or whatever. So instead of her confronting him about it, she confronted me about it. So I think you're really cute, and just like I'm beautiful. Just being passive aggressive, and people sitting there. I'm like, man, I'm just sitting there eating my food and looking at her like, yeah, whatever. I don't let these bitches come up to me. Go on about your damn business. I don't care. Again, you don't have to speak your mind every time. You don't have to confront people about shit. Don't nobody owe you no respect. Like, get over yourself and get out of your goddamn ego, because things like this is going to continue happening. And unfortunately, with the Black Femicide page, it's going to keep growing because of the fact that sometimes you just need to learn to just walk away. Leave it be. Think about yourself. Think about your children, if you have any. But no, I got to give this person a piece of my mind. I got to set them straight. No, times are different now. These young folks, I don't even engage with them. They don't want to hold the door and all that shit, or don't want to say thank you. Fuck them. You shouldn't be expecting nobody to acknowledge you anyway. You're supposed to hold the door, okay? Just like when it comes to saying good morning. Nobody say nothing, that's fine. I don't say good morning. I only say good morning when somebody says good morning to me, because, hey, that's just me. It was another incident where I was working at Walmart, and this black lady had a little girl, and the little girl complimented me or whatever, and I was so busy working, and she's like, well, some people are just, it's okay, it's some people, and she was just talking. I'm like, okay, thank you, I guess. Like, I don't have to be nice to your children. Like, I don't have to be nice to you. Nobody has to be nice to anybody. You're supposed to, but they don't have to. You don't have to keep trying to put people in their place and you don't know nothing about me, ma'am. And I, in general, am not friendly to black children because they're not friendly. You say something to them, they cut their eyes or they don't say nothing. I'm like, I don't have to acknowledge those children. I'm a little bit more friendly to white children because of the fact that they're more receptive to kindness than yours. And that's a weird thing to say, but yeah. They more likely will speak to you. They more likely will compliment you. Not black girls, not black boys. I don't want nothing from them anyway. Yuck. But yeah, I digress. But like, yeah, I'm more likely to be like less receptive to them because of the fact that look at how you react, and look at how the lady from years ago react. Nobody don't owe your children nothing. You don't want to hold these men accountable. Why are you trying to hold me accountable? I don't have to say a damn thing to them. Okay. Just like nobody has to say thank you for holding the door. It is what it is. Just move on. I need to put this young bitch in her place. She is going to be put in her place eventually. And even before this incident ever happened, something was probably going to happen to her anyway. Because like I said, when it comes to these young girls and their mouth, yeah, it's bound to happen. It's inevitable. I think I'm going to start calling these young girls Andorial. That's who you see on the background from Diablo, because I've been watching the Diablo game. I skipped over the third one. I watched parts of the second game, but it's so long, so I just skipped on to the fourth one, which was, which sparked my interest. So I've been, watching some of that, and then I'm reading my book about Samhain, which is Halloween and pagan religion or something like that. I've been reading about that, so that really got me into reading that book, because I've always wanted to learn more about everybody's religious beliefs, spirituality, and things like that, because that's what I'm basing my books on. But I digress. But it's a lot of spiritually damn going on with these young folks nowadays. I don't even waste my time trying to talk to them, trying to reach out. To hell with them, okay? As for holding doors for non-black people, I've seen people on different forums saying that they've held doors open for white people. They just looked at them, or it seemed like they're forced to say thank you. I actually had a white guy hold a door for me days ago, and that shocked the hell out of me, because they usually don't hold doors. They don't. I'll have a Hispanic man who can't speak a lick of English hold the door for me before a white man would. And when I saw that white man hold the door, I said, thank you very much. He said, you're welcome, ma'am. That shocked the hell out of me. Like, it really did. Times, is different, unfortunately. People not nice anymore. I learned that back and during the pandemic, which was the worst mistreatment I've gotten from customers and people in general, that I'm done dealing with people. I don't want to make new friends. I don't want to meet new people. I just want to be left alone. And lastly, I want to talk about black men's courtesy. Black men will hold the door for you and stuff, but sometimes you got to be careful with them, because they expect something in return. A lot of times they just do it for attention, because I look back at the situation from 5 years ago with me. They all want attention. You just hold the door open, just, let the person in. It be, it is what it is. I did my part, that's what you need to think of. Stop expecting a woman to want to sleep with you and talk to you and all that. And another thing that annoys me about them is them speaking at me. If I ignore you the first time, I ignore your compliments, that means I don't care about what you have to say. That's my answer. I'm not interested. Like, I remember one time, a long time ago, I got chased down by this old skinny, bony ass, 90-pound ass, light skinned nigga. I'm like, dude, if you don't get your yag ass, I almost say the F word, yo yag ass on out of here, because that's what we used to call them back in the 90s. We weren't calling them that, as a slur to gay men. It was just how fruity they are, and they still fruity to me. But I digress. The hell you doing running up behind me? Do you have a boyfriend? Yes. Now get out of here. Oh. Clown. I ain't never liked light-skinned black men. But yeah, these, like, when it comes to black men, I'm like this. They nice when they want to be. I think they only kind of people who they want to sleep with or whatever they find attractive. If he's not attracted to you, then he's not going to be kind or nice and all that shit. And who cares, fuck them. I've had some walk in front of me and cut in front of walking, cutting in front, walking ahead. I'm like, yeah, you got issues, and you know what? I'm glad I'm not straddled down with you, tied down with any children for you. Hey, go be somebody else's nightmare. You'll never be mine. To hell with them. To hell with their children. Shit. They're rude, nasty ass. Even when they come from a 2-parent household, they still ain't about shit. Like, what's the use to having them around? But I don't want to make this video too long. It's just that older black women, just avoid these young chicks, like, of any race, because they stupid. They are very, very stupid. They're damaged goods, and most of all, a lot of them getting into that witchcraft and stuff. That's another thing I'm going to talk about in my next video. A lot of them dabbling with witchcraft, and I think and then when then in conjunction with them smoking weed and smoking cigarettes and stuff, that's coming out. It's throwing out all kind of chemical imbalance and all that shit. But what's already messed up, what's the name? Genetics. So just avoid them, because a lot of them, I think about human sacrifice and stuff like that. People antagonizing and getting angry and taking you out, like it's like delivering your soul to somebody, like a deity or something like that. But I don't want to get into that right in with this video. But you see where I'm going. I might even put that on Patreon, because sometimes when you talk about things like that, people don't understand. Like, they really don't understand. They love calling you crazy, but the more you do your research, you'll notice that I've been telling the truth the whole time. and even stuff that's happened like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago about satanic rituals and everything. That's been going on for centuries, really. But I'm talking about when they had the panic back a long time ago. Y'all don't understand this stuff, and a lot of y'all just getting into things y'all don't know nothing about, and you need to be careful with that. But who am I to tell you? I'm old as hell according to y'all, but I'm safe, relatively safe, because when I studied this, I studied it in moderation. I'm not trying to conjure any demons or anybody else. I'm just learning this to, because I want to learn about it. I need to know about it because I see some of these people actually dabbling in this. That's why I'm trying to understand it for that reason, and also for my books that I'm going to publish very soon. If I ever get to it, because I only wrote like one line on it. Like I said, I'm still reading, and I will get to it. But other than that, hold the door and keep it moving, or just don't hold the door at all. Just go in, let them catch the door or whatever. But you got to be careful with that, because like I said, a lot of people got a chip on their shoulder, especially black people. And if you don't expect kindness from white people, don't expect kindness from black people, because like I said, I know you're not gonna check white people for being rude to you, especially down south. You're not gonna do that. But I happened to see something that caught my eye on Lipstick Alley. LSU students racist. Rant caught on camera, then she plays dumb when confronted. What did I tell you? I'm not even gonna get into that. Maybe Creole Bella wanna discuss it with me, but I'm gonna tell you right now, all the white folks are down here are racist. They're all of them. Maybe not the children. They may grow up, after being indoctrinated. But yeah, all the white folks down here racist. If you don't like what I have to say, I don't give a damn. Yeah, that part. Get your head out of your ass. Check your ego at the door. No pun intended. And just move on. Choose your battles wisely. Don't worry about these young folks. A lot of them ain't gonna even make it to your age, so fuck them. What a waste. Anyway, this concludes our video for this, I guess 11 a.m. That's kind of noonish. But thank you for taking the time to listen to the video. If you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, share it, and if you have anything on your mind you want to, you want me to discuss, feel free to donate, and I will see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.